Hey everybody, Adam Davidson, RadCast for Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Here's John chapter 9. As Jesus went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Interesting concept back in the old days when somebody had any kind of birth defect or physical malformity. The assumption was that they had sinned and that God was using that physical malformity or that dysfunction to teach them a lesson or to punish them or to be a warning sign to others. And so the disciples make this assumption that if somebody has some sort of an issue, it's because either they sinned or their parents sinned. Now, what I'm about to talk about, you might look at this and go, what is he talking about? But here's the thing. I have a daughter with special needs, Down syndrome and autism. And early on, when she was born 18 plus years ago, one of the things that I had to really struggle with was, did I sin? Where did I sin? Why did God do this? What is God trying to teach me? What is God trying to teach her? Why are we experiencing this? Because it was an unmet expectation that if you're going to have a kid and if you pray about it, and especially if you're in ministry, there's no possibility you could experience anything like that. Well, that's a bad assumption. So I know what it's like to make assumptions. His disciples make the same assumption I did. I'm going, okay, Lexi has Down syndrome. Was it my sin? Was it her mom's sin? Why did this happen? Did somebody pray against us? Was there a voodoo doll someplace? And that's just not how the world works. That happens because DNA gets twisted in a broken world, a world beset by sin. Now look at how Jesus answers this particular question. He says, neither this man nor his parents sinned, said Jesus, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And then Jesus proceeds to heal him. Now that's, by the way, the word of the Lord. The reason all this comes up is because a few days ago we were at the Magic Kingdom, and while we were waiting in line at one of the rides, a group of people came through, maybe a third of them with special needs, including Down syndrome. And then the rest of the folks just were like sort of chaperones and helpers and shepherds just going along for the ride. And it's so that, this group of kids, adults, both could experience Disney World, Walt Disney World, WDW. They had a grand time. Now, here's the weird thing. Whenever I see somebody or a group of people, especially with Down syndrome, of course, it's near and dear to my heart because of my Lexi, but I don't know, man. It just softens me up. It brings tears to my eyes, and I can't even there's so many reasons why. Am I sad for them? No. Does it bring joy to me? Yes. But am I sad because of what has happened? Yes. Is there a loss? Yes. But is there a gain? Yes. So, for better or for worse, for today's Radcast, you're stuck with my ramblings on what it is to have a kid with special needs and how difficult it is to deal with that. But here's what I know: that God, in his healing, will take something like broken DNA where there's an extra chromosome. Chromosome 21 has the third member in the pair there. It's really just strange. When something like that happens, God uses that to bring a completely different kind of healing into the mix, a healing that is still taking place today. There's nothing in the world that would replace Lexi. I wouldn't have it any other way, as difficult as it can be sometimes. And even though there are moments of mourning of just what is lost, there are so many celebrations of what is gained and teachings and spiritual formation that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So why did it happen? Well, I don't know. But as long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me, says Jesus. Night is coming when no one can work. While I'm in the world, I am the light of the world. And then Jesus says that you are the light of the world and that I am the light of the world. So now you go and be a part of the healing. How? By choosing joy, by seeing God in the mix, by trusting that God has this incredible plan, this healing unfolding, and trusting that I've got to be done because I'm out of time, but I got to go. That's tomorrow's version of Radcast. We'll cram it in there, but until then, see you, friends. Radcast.